Hey everyone, it's Zach from Zach from Quick Tech Videos, and today we have a review of the Logitech Any Angle case for the iPad Air 2. Starting on the bottom, there's a nice large cutout for the lightning connector. Along the top, there's a nice large cutout for the headphone jack, which is nice in case you have any sort of like funky shaped connectors there. There's also full button coverage on the power button and the volume button. There's also nice large cutouts for the camera, so there's no issues with the microphone or anything like that, and there's also a cutout on the side for the other microphone. Flipping the case open reveals a magnetic strip that will wake and put your iPad to sleep whenever you open and close it, which is really nice, although that's pretty much standard on most iPad cases nowadays. Around the front, it's nice fabric and like a neoprene almost feeling material on the front. The hinge feels like it's almost fake leather or some kind of like rubbery kind of silicone to it. And the back is silicone around the edge, which helps for drop protection. And then the actual back of it is clear so that you can see the beautiful Apple logo and iPad written on the bottom. Now, this case seems pretty standard when you first look at it, with a large sort of off gray bar right down the middle of the front of it. But that's what makes this case unique. So a lot of those Microsoft commercials on the Surface Pro 3 advertise, oh, it's got a stand that you can prop your tablet up with, and you can change it to any angle, and you can type on it, and all these things. And they're like, yeah, the iPad can't do that. Well, you just buy this case and it can. So this case, the back side of it folds, so you can use it as a stand, and you can change it to any angle you want on the fly. So you can have it super low so you can type, or you can prop it up nice and high so you can watch videos on it. And it's really nice because it doesn't make the iPad too thick, but it also adds a lot of functionality to the iPad. And I really like having the stand on there so that if I want to type, I can type real quick, and I can change the angle to anything I need. So it's not like those Apple smart covers where it like rolls up and you have two preset angles, like kind of flat so you can type, or like propped up almost vertical so you can view things. I mean, that's nice to have those angles, but what about everything in between? That's why I really like this case, because it lets you pick all those angles in between, and the hinge is nice and sturdy so that you can actually type on it with a fair amount of force, and the iPad won't move or anything like that. Like it won't collapse. I also noticed after having the case for a couple of months that the hinge becomes a little bit loose on the top here. I don't know if you guys can see that kind of like the flex there. That was worrisome at first, but then after I continued using it, I realized it didn't have any effect on how the case operated. Like the case just kept working the way it always had from the day I got it. Some other things I noticed after owning the case for a little while is the inside cover, which is nice and soft, so it protects your iPad. You definitely get some like stretch marks, or marks where the hinges are down here, and then just up at the top there's like little scuffs and stuff like that. If because when you turn it over and you use the back side of that as your stand, there's a little bit of wear and tear in that inside cover. And then the outer cover also, sometimes it gets like little scratches and things here on the neoprene side, but the cloth part is nice. It almost feels like that same cloth that Logitech likes to use in their UE Boom speakers, that nice kind of thick, robust mesh almost feeling stuff. That's what it feels like here. So that's my review of the Logitech Any Angle case. The combination of functionality, great looks, and protection really make this case a win. So if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps out, and you can come and watch more videos later. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike, that's fine. That's all for the video today. Thanks for watching. Also, I noticed after having the case for a couple of... Don't mind that, that's just my door alarm. Somebody opened the door in my house. I also noticed after having the case for...